What if I told you that giving children rewards, something we usually think is positive, can actually make them less interested in doing something they once loved? It sounds backwards, right? But that is exactly what a group of psychologists discovered in a surprising experiment inside an ordinary preschool classroom more than 50 years ago. And their findings completely changed how science understands motivation. Picture a bright classroom in the early 1970s. Small, colorful chairs, crayons in every corner, walls covered in messy finger paintings, and the contagious energy of children who play like it's their full-time job. In this preschool, teachers noticed a pattern. When kids had free time, most of them would naturally gravitate toward the drawing table. No instruction, no encouragement, no grades, no prizes, nothing. Just pure, spontaneous joy. Children would sit down, grab paper and crayons, and draw whatever came into their imaginations. Houses with crooked doors, purple cats, rockets going to pretend planets, and stick-figure families with giant smiles. No one had to remind them or guide them. Drawing was appealing for its own sake. The reward was the activity itself. But then came the adults, researchers curious about what motivates human behavior. They asked a simple question that has tempted parents, teachers, and managers for decades. If kids already love drawing, imagine how much more excited they'll be if we reward them for doing it. So teachers began handing out tiny rewards every time a child finished a drawing. Sparkles gold stars, Sparkles cute stickers, Sparkles little certificates, Sparkles even small toys. At first glance, the classroom looked like motivation heaven. Kids rushed to the table faster than before. They bragged about how many stars they earned. They worked quickly, sometimes even skipping playtime to draw more and collect more rewards. Everyone thought the experiment was a huge success. More drawings equals more creativity, or at least that's what it looked like. But then came the twist that nobody expected. After a period of awarding prizes, the teachers suddenly stopped giving them out. No explanation, no punishment, just, there won't be rewards anymore. But you can still draw if you want. And then something strange happened. The same children who once begged to draw completely lost interest. During free play, the drawing table stayed empty. Crayons that used to be fought over now sat untouched. One child reportedly said something heartbreaking. "Why should I draw if I don't get anything?" The activity was identical. Same crayons, same paper, same classroom. But the meaning behind it had completely changed. Before the reward system, drawing was fueled by intrinsic motivation, the inner drive that pushes us to do something just for the pleasure of doing it. But when the adults introduced prizes, something subtle but powerful happened inside the children's minds. Drawing stopped being play. It became a transaction, a job, a means to an end. Once children associated drawing with getting something, the reward became the real motivation. And when that disappeared, so did their desire. Psychologists later said it this way: rewards didn't boost motivation, they replaced it. This tiny experiment opened a window into how all humans, not just children, respond to incentives. We see the same pattern everywhere. Give students grades, and they may stop caring about learning. Pay employees bonuses, and they may stop working when the bonus disappears. Offer children money to read, and they stop reading unless they're paid. Turn hobbies into side hustles, and suddenly they feel like chores. When we attach external rewards to behaviors we enjoy, we often unintentionally drain the joy out of them. Inside every person there is a switch, and sometimes rewards flip it in the wrong direction. The experiment revealed something deep. People are not productivity robots. We don't operate like vending machines. Insert coin, get behavior. We care about meaning, curiosity, pride, growth, autonomy, exploration. And sometimes, the best motivation is not interference, but simply getting out of the way and letting passion do the work. So is rewarding the kids a mistake? Not necessarily. Rewards can help when someone dislikes a behavior or when they need a push. But for things people already love, art, learning, play, curiosity, sometimes the smartest thing we can do is protect that natural spark, not smother it with stars and prizes. What do you think? Have you ever lost interest in something once it became a job instead of a joy? Tell me in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, hit subscribe so you never miss another surprising psychology experiment.